Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over a bunch of products I want to either finish up or do some damage on in 2019. This is just a total mishmash of products. I really just want to work on all of them. There is no rules, there's no regulations. I'm just got some goals I want to talk about. So a few of these things, if you've been in my channel before, you will have definitely seen in past project pans that were not successful. That's not what we're doing this year. This year we're going to do it. So I'm just going to start grabbing haphazardly. So the first thing I want to finish up is this Treehut skincare. This is the Protecting Daily Moisturizer with Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I like Treehut skincare. This is just not my favorite. I still feel like when I'm during the day, my skin is getting dry and I really wish it wasn't. So I've been pairing these two things together. This on its own I do really like. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. But this, I feel like I can do better, especially at my age, for a daily moisturizer. This came in glossy box and I think it was around $10, but I'm almost finished it. I think I'm about here. I'm just ready for it to be done and move it out. I also feel like the SPF smell in this, like the sunscreen smell, is too much for me. I really don't like the smell of sunscreen at all. For skincare, the Treehut skincare is actually quite nice. I do have a few things from them that I like, all of it. And again, I do like this. It's time to do better skincare wise. Since I've already mentioned this, I will mention this again. This is my Hangover RX by Too Faced. I'm almost done it. I have about 20 other primers I'd like to get through. So this one, I want to just get through it and be done with it. It's at that point where it's like not coming out all the way in the way I would like it to. So I'm going to be using it in and pair it with the Treehut moisturizer for now and then see what we can do. Let's be real. Once I get rid of this, I'll probably buy it again. There is makeup and skincare mixed up in here, so I will go through some makeup as well. I have a Balm Bahama Mama bronzer that I have hit pan on, but it is so old. It still works great, but I would like to get through this and move on to some other bronzers that are in my collection. This one is great for me because it works for me in the winter and the summer, and when my skin tone flexes in darkness and in lightness in the seasons, it's quite a difference. So I would like to get through this and actually start to work through some of my other bronzers as well. I feel like if I really focus on this for a few months, I can definitely make some damage on it. The reason that I've had it for so long is because I am the worst person for like, use this 3 times, use another one 3 times, use another one 3 times, use another one 3 times, and nothing ever really gets used up. I stand correct. Over the Christmas holiday, I did get the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Hustla Baby Highlight. I'd like to hit pan on this, not necessarily use it up, but I would like to hit pan on a little baby highlight. The only other highlight I've ever hit pan on in my life is Champagne Pop. I considered putting that in here, but I'm not sure I want to use it up completely because I do want to have it in my collection. I am not a huge believer in project pans because a lot of the times people are just using stuff up to use stuff up and they're not actually like enjoying it, and then they just go and repurchase the same thing again. That's not the idea here. This is to show some usage in stuff I already have and make sure that I'm actually getting my joy out of it. So I do like this highlight for sure. Just want to hit pan. I'm not going to use it all up, but that is the goal for this one. Bouncing back to skincare, I have 2 items from The Ordinary. This is the Buffet Serum and the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I like both of these. This one, I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's like counteracting with something, and this one's a hyaluronic acid. It's starting to not soak into my skin anymore. Like I put it on and then in the morning when I wake up, there's like flaky bits around here. Maybe I'm just not pressing it into the skin enough. And I have been getting the same thing with the Buffet from the get-go. I do find that it helps my skin and it does make my skin feel nice and look nice, but the flakiness is really irritating to me, and I don't like having to feel like I have to go and wash my skin off before I put my makeup on because my skincare didn't skincare. I have 2 mini perfumes from Elizabeth and James, and these 2 have definitely been in project pan before. I think these have actually been in 2 project pans, and they are almost gone. They look disgusting because my makeup keeps rolling back into them, but they're almost gone, and I assume that by the time I do an update on this video, we will have some damage done on these, if not have them gone completely. These scents are the black and the white. I unintentionally, I do have the other part of the gift set with the Kilowatt highlighter that I would like to have out of my collection this year. This is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Universal Gloss Bomb. I do have the full size. I also have the Diamond Gloss, but I don't feel like I need two, and I can definitely work through this one pretty quickly. This one is already down to about here, so I'm hoping it doesn't take me the whole year. I will just leave this in my purse or my gym bag and all should be well in the world. This Derma E Purifying Toner has been in my collection since the first time I went to New York, which for those of you who are skincare junkies, you can come after me. I probably deserve it. That being said, this is almost gone. I was using the Pixi Glow Tonic for a long time, then I wanted to start working through some of my skincare box. So this was in my skincare box. I'm almost done it. I can actually probably look in here and see how much is left. Yeah, there's about this much left, so shouldn't be too long to get this out of my collection. Probably gone by the first update. Another skincare item, I'm the worst for like starting skincare and never finishing it. This is the Bright Boost from Physicians Formula. Sorry, this is part of their organic wear line oil elixir. I actually like this a lot, but it's the same thing. It just doesn't soak into my skin. It's almost like I have to put this on at either the day before I'm not going to wear any makeup, like at night, and then I have to like let it sink in throughout the next day, or I have to just deal with the fact that it's not going to sink in. Even though my skin is really dry right now, I put this on and it like only half sinks in. It's so strange. If anybody has any tips for why that would be happening, please let me know. This is almost gone. It's probably about half done. I actually bought this because Rach Loves recommended it. This is about here. So we should be good to go with this one as well. I'm feeling pretty confident we can get this out of my collection. Another item that has been in my collection forever, and a lot of this stuff is only in this pile because it's been here forever and it's just time to work through it, is my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I will repurchase this eventually. It is my favorite primer. This has been in my collection probably since 2008. Yeah, probably around there, 2008, 9, 10. But it still works great, and truly I use it all the time and it's only to here. It has lasted forever. I switched from this product to the Paint Pots by MAC for a long time, the Soft Ochre and Painterly Paint Pots. Worked through 2 of those and then started to use this again. It's still in great shape and it's been closed the entire time and it's never separated, so I can't really complain about it. But I have been using this every day for probably about a year now, ever since Painterly made its way out of my collection. So this has to go. It's time. It's time to really focus and work through it, but there's only about this much left. I would also like to use up the rest of this CoverGirl Vitalist Elixir Foundation. I'm about here on it, and I think I can probably work through this. This is a foundation that doesn't necessarily work for me in all seasons, so I think I should be focusing on it now because it actually works better for me in the winter than it does in the summer. I know that goes against what most people feel, but you know, skin's a personal thing. Like, it's literally your own skin. So this is going to go, not too much longer left on it for sure, but definitely can make that happen. It's that old lightweight full coverage type foundation. Now that I'm like looking at all these things, a lot of them only have a little bit left, but there's so much. I'm like, oh my God, am I really gonna use this much in this amount of time? I did get the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Cream in BoxyCharm last year. I've been using it almost a couple months after I got it, pretty much exclusively since then. I'm about halfway through it. I would not buy this again, and I don't know how much of a difference it really makes, but honestly, it's there, so I'm going to use it. They were sending us eye creams all the time, so I have about 5, and I would like to focus on one, move it out, focus on another, and move it out. I'm tired of having all these half-opened items, and eye creams is one of my biggest pet peeves for that. The reason I don't love this is I feel like sometimes when I push out the product, it's like a dry, crackly, almost gel type. I know another way to describe it, and other times it's just totally liquid, and it seems like it's just completely separated in there and I can't make it go back together. So we will use it until it's gone, but I would not repurchase this guy. I was sent a Nude by Nature translucent powder. I've been really liking this and using it a lot. It's about halfway gone, and I think actually it's more than halfway gone now that I'm looking at it. But but I do have about 15 loose powders and I would like to start really working through them. I did stop using loose powder for some time and I am incorporating it back in now because I don't want to just throw away product that I have. I really like this one. The flashback is minimal and it really blends my makeup together very well. Can't complain about this guy. I have two setting sprays I would like to get rid of this year. Not get rid of. One is the Morphe Continuous Spray. I actually do really like this and I will repurchase it once I work through some of my other setting sprays. They're behind me and I believe I have about 8. But it's almost gone, and like I said, I just really hate having products that have like an inch or so in the bottom. Like, I just want to get it done. I will focus on using this, move it out, and then I will be moving on to the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And everybody, you can come for me and kick me off of YouTube, but I don't really like this. I'm wearing it today and I don't feel like it makes me look luminous or dewy and wonderful like everybody says it does. It just makes me look sweaty and feel tacky. Not tacky like my pants don't match my shirt, but like tacky, like sticky. This one is hard to see where I'm at, but I think I'm about here. I'll have to measure it upside down. It looks like I'm like almost gone, but I'm not. Oh, it is actually almost gone. So it's here. I can actually see it on the other side now. So that's good news. So hopefully we can move both of these out and I can work on some of my Mario Badescu facial sprays instead of these. And then I will be able to repurchase my Morphe Continuous Spray because it is one love. Me and eyebrow pencils are kind of having a lark. So this one is the MAC Spiked Eyebrow Pencil. This is what I've been wearing in my brows quite a bit frequently. I used to use exclusively the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I have moved to this one. I got this in BoxyCharm this year and I just started using it when I was in a rush, and then I realized I actually not necessarily liked it better. I still like the Dip Brow better, but it was just more convenient, especially when I started going to the gym. It was easier just throwing this pencil into the bag than the Dip Brow plus a brush, plus I have to make sure I have the right mirror. It was just less work to do this. And it gives a really nice thin eyebrow line and actually like brow hairline, and makes your eyebrows look more natural. I have no idea how much is left of this. I feel like this has been going strong for like a year. So at this point, it's just like I would like to defeat it. Like, I want to prove a point that I can get through it. Another lip product, and it is actually covered in makeup dust, is the Bite Beauty. What is this? Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glace. This was the birthday gift last year. It is almost done and I just want to throw this in my purse. It matches very well with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, so I think if I'm pairing them together, we'll actually be able to get through both fairly quickly. I really love the formula of this, and the reason I want to work through this is so I can actually pick it up in a couple different shades and see if it is only the shade that I like or if it's the actual formula. I'm hoping it's the formula. It's a lipstick that is very easy wearing, and as I get a little older, that's more what I'm looking for out of my makeup. This eyeliner just needs to die. This is the MAC Smolder eyeliner. I used to only wear MAC Smolder eyeliner. Like, that's what I used to do with my liner every day. I never used to wear wings. It was just like, let me see how thick I can make this black pencil liner on the top and the bottom. So this is older with pencils. As long as the actual formula of the pencil is fine, hygienically you're fine because you sharpen away the top anyway and it's almost consistently clean. If you are worried about an older eyeliner pencil, just feel free to spray it with alcohol and sharpen it, and it's more than sanitized. So for most of this, I do want to just get it out for all of those. What I'm about to talk about next is eyeshadows and some Super Shock shadows, and I don't necessarily want to get through it. I just want to show some usage. So the first one I wanted to show some usage in is the Soft Glam palette. The reason I'm going to talk about the Soft Glam as well as the Sultry palette is because I am starting to get lazy with my makeup during the week. So, and with all due respect to myself, I prefer colorful, obnoxious makeup. But during the week, I'm getting too tired to do it in the morning, and when I'm getting ready at the gym, which is what I need to focus on is my health this year and my overall well-being, I don't have time to do that in the gym, and it's just not as easy to sit at a gym and like get ready really quickly when you want to do something bright and crazy. So I'm going to be honest with myself, and I would like to show some usage in the Soft Glam palette as well as the Sultry palette. I think I could probably hit pan on 5 shadows in each of these, no problem. Anastasia Beverly Hills is probably my favorite eyeshadow brand, if I'm being truthful. There's other brands I do really like, but these guys just kind of take the cake with me, and there's nothing I've tried from them that I don't really like. Like, I even love Subculture. So same thing with this, hoping to hit about 5 shades of pan. Did that make sense? Hitting pan on 5 shades? Close enough, doesn't matter. This one is definitely cooler. Soft Glam is warmer, so I will probably just hold both of them in my makeup bag all the time for the gym, and that's the easiest way I can use them. This is super vague, and I don't know how I'm going to gauge this, but I would like to use up, not even use up, but put some major dents in my Super Shocks shadows. I had none of these last year, like before last year. I bought my first ones with the Butterfly collection, and I did a whole review on the Butterfly collection, and a lot of my first Super Shock shadows came from that. I liked a lot of them. I also didn't like a lot of them. My favorite one is Ladybird. This has been in my favorites a million times over. This lives in my gym bag as well. And I put this over lots of different shadows. It's hard for me to gauge how I want to use these. I just want to make sure that I'm incorporating more of them. So I would like to see myself actually show usage in at least half of them. I think I counted I have about 40. My husband bought me the Vault for Christmas, which I was super happy to get, but I haven't had time to really sit down and play with them. I like fear opening these shadows because I'm so afraid that by the time I open them and play with them and then I go to use them again, I'm not going to seal them or something, and then I get paranoid that they're going to all dry out before I get to them. So I'm undetermined what my goal is for those at the moment, but they are something I want to focus on using this year. Last but not least, I actually took this palette and I got all of my Lorac shadows in here. And I recently posted a video called the Palette Purchase Path, and in it I discussed palettes that have 5, 6, 7 of the same shade. And when in trying to put these all together, you will see that we have quite a few shades here that are very similar. The first 2 rows here are so similar, it blows my damn mind. So ultimately, my goal with this is the shades that have pan to expand the pan, and some of the shades that don't but are close, like this guy here, and some of the shimmers I would like to show some active usage in these as well. This was one of my favorite shadow formulas for a long time. So I think the days that I'm getting ready at home, I'll probably try and lean towards using these to supplement whatever I have going in my Palette Bingo remix at the time, to try and use some of these as well, because they are a little bit older and I want to make sure that they get the love that they deserve. I also had taken the time to depot all of these and put them in this very large colored rain palette because I wanted to use them, and I felt like I wasn't using them because of the way they were laid out in their subsequent palettes, and they were kind of all over the place, so I put them all together. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all pray for me with trying to get through a lot of these items, and if you have any tips or tricks on how to use anything a little bit more effectively, please let me know. I'm happy to hear. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you head out if you are interested in this content, and I will do updates on this hopefully either once a month or once every 2 months. I haven't decided how much I'm going to update it yet because I don't like to stick to a schedule, but we will see how that goes. I will definitely be doing updates. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.